We're going to start our practice laying on our backs, your feet a little wider than the hips and your hands a little wider than the shoulders. Just taking a moment here to become fully present on your mat. Begin to notice the point of contact you have on your mat. Feel your weight sinking into the mat. Whatever thought you may have about the day so far, or about what you're going to do throughout the day, try to let it go. Be present and listen to what your body wants today. Begin to observe your breath. Is it directed to your chest area? Or maybe it's directed more to your lower belly area. And without judgment, just begin to observe it. And then slowly begin to deepen your breath. Making your inhales longer. And on your exhales, just releasing any tension you may be holding. Feeling as you become heavier on your mat. Then grabbing hold of your left wrist and putting your left ankle on top of your right ankle, bring your feet and your hands to your right side to feel that stretch in your left side. And just take a moment here to breathe into any sensation you may feel on your left side. If it's too much to cross your legs, you can also just have your feet beside each other. Being gentle with your body, just letting it slowly wake up in this practice. And then slowly switching to the other side, crossing your right foot over your left and grabbing hold of your right wrist. Putting them both onto your left side to feel that nice stretch in your right side. With every inhale, see if you can direct it to any area you're feeling the stretch. And with the exhale, see if you can release a little further. Slowly come back to center and place your feet on the mat. We're going to come into our core chapter. We're going to go for 10 crunches. So on your inhale, lengthen your back. And on your exhale, come up into your crunch. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift your shoulders. Inhale and exhale, following the rhythm of your breath. Really feel how you engage your core, pressing your feet into the mat. See if you can lift your shoulders even a little higher. And crunch. You got this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch as far as you can. Then placing your right ankle onto your left thigh, we're going to go for side crunches. Doing 10 on the right side. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, come down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, down. Going for 8 more. 7. Inhale. 6. 5. Reach the elbow. 4. 3. Waking up that core. 2. And last one. Then placing your feet on the mat, place your left ankle onto your right knee. Inhale to lengthen and going for 10 on this side. Exhale, crunch. Inhale and exhale. Really feel that side core engage as you lift your right shoulder off your mat. Make sure not to hold any tension in your neck. See if you can go even a little higher on every crunch. We're almost done. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Place your feet on the mat and we're going to go for our boat variations. So if you'd like, you can remove some flesh from under your sitting bones. Make sure to keep your spine straight, your chest open, and you can have your feet on the floor or you can bend them to 90 degrees, placing your hands under the knees, straight beside your legs, or if you'd like, you can stretch them above your head. You also have the option to lengthen your legs, but make sure to do whatever feels right. Taking one more breath here. And on the exhale, cross your legs and see if you can lift your body off the mat, or maybe just your feet. Come straight back into your boat. Make sure your spine is straight and your arms are reaching up. Breathe into your belly, and on the exhale, cross your legs and see if you can lift your body off the mat. Going for the last boat variation. Place your hands straight by your legs. Take an inhale to reach up and exhale, come as low as you can. Inhale up, exhale down. 3 more. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up and cross your feet. Come into all fours for some cat-cows. So on your inhale, reach your chest up, arching the back. And on your exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift your chest, waking up your spine. And exhale, round, round, round. Inhale, arch the back. And exhale, press the floor away from your body. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, bring your navel to your spine. And just for some more breaths, follow whatever movement your body wants. You can go in circles, you can go front and back, just listening to your body. Then tucking the toes, bring your hips up and over for your first down dog. You can walk your dog, you can shake your head yes or no. Really keeping your spine lengthened. Maybe you'd like to bend the knees slightly to get that extra space. Just taking a moment here to warm up the body. And on your inhale, come to your toes, bend your knees, and exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Slightly bend the knees, grab hold of opposite elbows, and begin to swing from side to side, letting your stomach relax on your thighs. Just following your breath. Release your arms and slowly begin to roll up to standing. On your inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, upward salute, and exhale, bring your hands to hearts. This is a moment to set an intention for your practice. So just take a moment and close the eyes. Slowly release your arms. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, bend the arms for cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, placing your hands on the shins, your thighs, or the floor. Come up for halfway lift, reaching the crown of your head forwards. And exhale, step back into your high plank, keeping your heels above your toes. On your inhale, shift your weight forwards. Exhale, place your knees on the mat and come down. On your inhale, lift your chest for cobra. And on the exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. Now we're going to go for 3 transitions, going from downward dog to a plank in a wave motion. So on your inhale, begin to move to your plank. And exhale, push back into your downward dog. Inhale, wave into your plank, engaging that core. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, last plank. And exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Bend the knees and step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, hands to heart. Going for our second sun A. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, cactus arms. Bend your arms at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your high plank. Now you can either go for chaturanga with the knees down, like we just did, going into baby cobra, or you can go for the full chaturanga, which is on your inhale, shift your weight forwards. Exhale, come into your low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Engage your legs, and exhale, downward facing dog. From now on, every time we flow through our chaturanga, you have the option to either do knees down chaturanga to baby cobra, or you can go for the full chaturanga. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and exhale, step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, reach your arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, come into your chair, bringing your hips low, reaching your hands up to the sky, making sure your knees don't pass above your ankles. And on your exhale, come into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forwards, and exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, lengthen your right leg up, and exhale, bring your knee to nose. Gently step your right foot next to your right thumb, and on your inhale, come up into your high lunge. Make sure that your back leg is stretched, reaching your back heel back, and that your front knee isn't going over your front ankle. We're gonna go for 5 lunges here. So on your inhale, lengthen, and on your exhale, bend your knee and your arms to 90 degrees. On your inhale, lengthen, keeping your front leg the same, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale, lengthen, and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, lunge. Inhale up, last time, and exhale, place your hands on the mat and step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forwards, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to go straight to the left side. So on your inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, and exhale, bring your knee to nose. Inhale, come up into your high lunge for 5 lunges. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bend the knee and the arms. Inhale up, exhale, and 3, 4, last one, 5. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, place your hands on the mat and step back into your plank to flow through your chaturanga. Or if you'd like, you can just go straight into your downward facing dog. Take a minute here to walk your dog. Or if you'd like, you can have a moment of stillness. Just catching your breath here. On your inhale, come up high on your toes, bend the knees. And on your exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. On the next inhale, come back into your chair, lowering the hips, lifting the chest. And on your exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or float back into your low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to lift our leg 5 times. So starting with the right, on your inhale, lift and lengthen your right leg. And exhale, tap your foot down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale and exhale, bring your knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to chest. And then gently step your foot next to your right thumb. Pivot your back toes to the outside of your mat, and on your inhale, come up into your warrior one, keeping your hips as squared as possible and pressing that outer edge of your back foot into the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back, and on your inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forwards and bring your hands up and over into a humble warrior. Try and send your left hip forwards and your right hip back. And see if you can keep your whole body engaged and yet keep your head and your neck relaxed. On your inhale, come back up into warrior one. And exhale, place your hands on the mat and step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Going for the left side. On your inhale, lift and lengthen and tap your toes on the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up, and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach your leg up, and exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it. And then gently step your foot back, pivot your back toes to the side of the mat, and on your inhale, come up into your warrior one. You want to keep your core engaged and relax your shoulders. Then interlace your hands behind your back, and on your inhale, reach your chest up to the sky. And on your exhale, humble warrior, bring your hands up and over. Taking one last breath here, and then on your inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, place your hands on the mat and step back into your plank to flow through your chaturanga, or maybe you want to go straight into your downward facing dog. Feel free to take a child's pose, to take a moment to rest. See if you can equalize your inhales with your exhales. Just letting your body relax for a moment. Slowly come back into your downward facing dog. And then on your inhale, bend the knees and look at the top of your mat. And exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sink your hips back into your chair. Feel the energy all the way to the tips of your fingers. See if you can sink a little deeper. And on your next exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, step or float back into your plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to go for 5 taps again with the right leg. So on the inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, gently tap your toes on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen, keeping the hips squared. Exhale, tap. Inhale, and then bring your knee to your right elbow. On your inhale, lengthen. And exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose and hold it. And then exhale, gently put your foot next to your right thumb. Pivot your heel so your toes are facing the outer edge of your mat. And bring your left arm forwards, up and over into your warrior 2. Gazing over your right fingertips. Make sure your back leg is straight and that your shoulders are relaxed. Flip your palms and then reach your right arm up and over for your reversed warrior. Placing your left hand on your left leg. Keeping that back leg straight. Come back into warrior 2. On your inhale, reach your right arm forwards. And on your exhale, bring your left arm up and over. Feel the long line from the outside of your back foot pressing into the mat to the fingertips reaching in front of you. You also have the option to go for a half or a full bind if that's in your practice. Just taking a couple breaths here. Your inhale, release your arms and come back into your warrior 2. Lengthen your front leg. Let the toes of both your feet face the long side of your mat. Place your hands on your lower back, and on an inhale, lift your chest up for a nice chest opener. And slowly come back to standing position. Place your hands on your hips. Take one inhale here, and on your exhale, slowly begin to lower, folding forwards. So you can place your hands on the mat, then inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. You can either place your hands on the mat or you can grab onto your ankles. Just taking a moment here to stretch. And of course, if it's in your practice, you can take a headstand here. Just see if with every exhale you can stretch that little bit further. Fully relaxing your body. Letting gravity pull your head closer to the ground. Walk your hands a little forwards. Inhale, come up for halfway lift. Exhale there for a moment, and then inhale, come back up to your warrior two. On your inhale, flip your front palm and come into your reversed warrior for one breath. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat and step back into your plank to either flow through your chaturanga, or if you'd like, you can go straight to your downward facing dog. We're going to repeat this on the left side. So on your inhale, reach your left leg up, and exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up for the last time, and exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bring your knee to your nose, holding it for one breath, and then placing your foot next to your left hand. Pivot your back heel and come up to your warrior two. Gazing over your left fingertips, make sure your front knee doesn't go over your front ankle. Flip your front palm, and on your inhale, come into your reversed warrior, reaching your left hand up and over to the back. Make sure that your front knee is still just as bent. On your inhale, come back into warrior two. Then inhale, shift your weight forwards, and exhale, come into your side angle warrior, reaching your right hand up and over. Again, you have the option to go for your half or your full bind. If you're in a bind, release the bind, and then on your inhale, come back up into warrior two. Lengthen your front leg and pivot the toes to the long side of the mat. Now interlace your hands behind your back, and then reaching your hands to the ground, lift your chest and your gaze up to the sky on an inhale. Taking a breath here, and then slowly on the exhale, come back to center. Keeping your hands interlaced, take an inhale standing, and then exhale, begin to fold forwards, letting your hands drop up and over. Keeping the arches of your feet lifted. And again, you can go for a headstand here if that is in your practice. You can keep your hands interlaced, or if you'd like, you can release them, grabbing onto your ankles. On your inhale, come up to your halfway lift. Exhale here. And then inhale, come back up into your warrior two. Take one inhale in your reverse warrior, And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat and step back into your plank for your chaturanga or downward dog. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Again, you have the option to take a moment to rest in child's pose. Or if you'd like an extra challenge, you can just stay in downward facing dog. Slowly come back into your downward facing dog. And then you can slowly begin to walk your hands towards your feet. Once your hands are by your feet, you're going to place the backside of your hands on the floor, fingers facing your way. And then lift your feet so you can gently slide your hands under your feet, applying gentle weight onto your hands. Feel the backs of your legs stretching. If space doesn't allow for this, you can also grab onto your big toes with your index finger and your middle finger and your thumb around the other way. Slowly release your hands, and then on the inhale, come for halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, and exhale, hands to heart. Walk to the top of your mat. We're going to go for our last sun salutation. So in your inhale, upward salute, and exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, upward salute, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, step back into your plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Next, we're going to do a locust pose. So placing your arms by your sides, you can either keep them there, or if you'd like, you can interlace your hands behind your back. And on your inhale, you're going to lift your chest and your legs off the ground, trying to get your hips to be the only point of contact with the mat. Take one more inhale to lift your chest and your legs even a little higher. And then exhale, release, placing your right cheek on the mat. You can swing your hips from side to side. You could either do a locust pose one more time, or you can go for boat pose. So grabbing your ankles from the outside. On your inhale, you're going to lift your chest and your thighs off the mat, flexing your feet. See if you can balance here. Lifting even a little bit higher, holding it for one more breath. And then exhale, release, placing your left cheek on the mat. And again, if you'd like, you can sway your hips from side to side. Going for one last boat pose. Grab your ankles, and on your inhale, lift your chest up and your thighs. This is the last one, so really see how far you can go without pushing yourself over the limit, of course. And then exhale, release. Place your hands by your sides and then push yourself back into your downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg up, and exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Place your left knee down on the mat, coming into our low lunge. You can place your hands on the floor, or if you'd like, you can place them on your knee. If you'd like an extra stretch, you can also grab onto your left foot with your right hand to intensify the stretch in your thigh. But just make sure to listen to your body. Place your hands on the mat and then transition into a half split, lengthening your front leg. You can stay here, or if it's in your practice, you can go for full splits, keeping your hips as squared as possible. If you're in your splits, slowly come out of them and then come back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes and press yourself back into downward facing dog. Then on your inhale, lift your left leg up, and exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Gently place your right knee onto the ground and come into your low lunge. Again, that you have the option to place your hands on your knees, or maybe to grab your right foot with your left hand to intensify that thigh stretch. Breathing into all the intense sensations that you're feeling. Just slowly cooling your body down. If you're holding your foot, gently let it go, and then come back into your half splits, lengthening your front leg. Again, you can go for full splits if that is in your practice, but remember that both sides are different, so release any expectations and truly listen to what your body wants on this side. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and just exhale, release. Now slowly come back into your low lunge, tuck your back toes, and press yourself into your downward facing dog. Then walk your feet to the top of your mat, or hop to the top of your mat and come to a seated position. Place your feet on the mat and slowly lower yourself all the way down. Grab the soles of your feet, either from the inside or the outside of your legs, and then lift your feet to the ceiling, bending the knees towards your armpits for a happy baby. Try to keep your lower back on the mat. You can sway here from side to side, or some people like to lengthen one leg at a time, or you can just stay in stillness. And slowly release. Place your feet on the mat. And then place your right foot onto your left thigh and hug your left knee into your chest. Make sure that both your feet are flexed to protect the knees. Just stretching the outside of your right hip. You can intensify the stretch by pushing your right knee gently away from you. Just slowly letting go of any effort. Then you can either cross your right leg over your left or just place them next to each other and let your knees drop to your left side, having your arms stretched out beside you for a twist. And if space allows, bring your gaze to the right side. Slowly come back to center. Place your left foot onto your right thigh and hug your right knee into your chest. Remembering to flex the feet. Now feeling the stretch on that left outer hip. Either cross your legs or keep them next to each other. And let your knees gently drop to your right side, bringing your gaze over to the left, and lengthening the arms for a twist. We are slowly arriving to our Savasana pose. We're slowing down the pace, just letting go of any efforts, rewarding ourselves with complete calm. Untwist your legs, and before we go into Savasana, feel free to do anything your body might want, like a full stretch. And then just come into your Savasana pose, the final pose of this practice, with your feet a little wider than your hips, your hands a little wider than your shoulders, just as when we started. Slowly start to deepen your breath, coming back into the room. Just have a moment of full acceptance. And begin to get movement back into your fingers and your toes. You can shake your head from side to side. You can take a big stretch overhead. And when you're ready, come onto your side. And with the help of your hand, come up into a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed if possible. Just bring your hands to your chest. And just taking a moment to recognize the intention you set for yourself at the beginning of this practice. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Have a lovely day. Namaste.